she has still got to have some tests done, but they...
Good evening, good afternoon, YouTube. I keep saying that. Good afternoon. Hope you're all good. Thanks to everybody who's put in the chat so far. And as you can see by this title, it's who is the most overrated player at Arsenal? That is the topic we're going to be discussing today. But before I get into that, like I said, before I get into that, I just want to actually talk about, I've just literally seen a news report that the Premier League still hopes to complete the season when it's safe to do so. That's the 2019-2020 season. Currently 5 people in the chat already watching, so thanks very much to everybody who's joined. If you're not subscribed, please do subscribe, share the channel, share the channel around and share the content around. But yeah, I've just seen a news report that they were saying that the Premier League, they're hoping to resume the Premier League, obviously when it's safe to do so, and that they're talking about players taking wage cuts. And I think that's the right thing to do. Listen, everybody is taking, wage cuts around in other businesses, so it's only right that the Premier League footballers do. Listen, they get a lot of money. They get a ton of money, so they can afford to do it. In my opinion, they can afford to do it. But anyway, let's get on to the let me know your thoughts on that. But let's get on to the overrated player now. I've seen Omar, evening to you, mate. I've seen you put in your chat. But yeah, who is the most overrated player at Arsenal? Because there's a few, isn't there? Some people will say it's Mesut Ozil. Other people will say it's Bellerin. I've seen that in the chat. But in my opinion, it has got to be Mesut Ozil. Listen, that guy is, when he come in from Madrid, we expected big things from him. We expected him to be the player that we were missing. But it hasn't worked out like that, has it? Has not worked out like that. He's barely been an influence in the big games for us, and he's barely done it for us. His stats show that I don't think he's got any assists at all this season, and he's just he's always off injured. He's always taking time out, and he's just always strolling around games. He's always strolling around games, never ever. And I've noticed with Ozil as well, in the big games, he's never ever steps up. He never ever steps up, and he never ever puts his body on the line. And he's never, he's a number 10, and he never is controlling the game. You look at, and I know he's not necessarily a number 10, but you look at players like Kevin De Bruyne, and he's always, for Man City, he's pulling the strings, but we never get that with Ozil. So we never, I've only seen him have one good game for us, and that was back when we were way back in the Champions League, and we beat Napoli 2-0. I think it was in like his first season at the club, and that was when he was really influential for us. Currently 8 people in the chat watching, so thank you very much. But yeah, he's in my opinion, he's the most overrated player. But listen, let me know what yours are. I'm going to read some of these chats out. Thank you to everybody who's tuned into this stream. Like I said, going forward, these streams are going to be every day at 3:30. Justice, I think that's your name. Evening to you, mate. You're saying the most overrated player is Bellerin. And you know what? Bellerin is a weird one for me because he started off and, he's grown, he's come through the, the ranks at Arsenal and that. But he's an interesting one because when he came on the scene, everybody thought he was going to do big things. But since he's come back from his injury, now I know his injury was a serious injury. But since he's come back from his injury, he's not looked on the ball at all, has he? Really, he's looked a bit off the pace, and I know he scored that great goal against Chelsea and that. So he's an interesting one for me. Do I think he can be a good player? I'm not entirely sure. I think if he gets over his injury and he gets back to full fitness, because I don't believe that he is at full fitness yet. Listen, when you've been for a serious injury like that, you're not going to be at full fitness. So yeah, I think he's an interesting one for me. Can we do better? I think we can do better than him, but at the moment he's what we've got and we just have to put up with him. Evening to you, Alpha Training. Denilson. Yeah, I remember Denilson. What a flop he was, and he was Brazilian as well, and everybody was like, oh, because he's Brazilian, he's going to do great things. Yeah, he's another one of those Wenger signings where nobody knew anything about them, and yeah. Wow, what a list of players. Listen, I'm going to rattle for you as a few of these. So you said Gervinho, Carlos Vela, Batista. Do you know what? I actually quite liked Gervinho. I know he wasn't the greatest player of all time, but I actually thought he was not up there. Yeah, Nicholas Frimpong. Yeah, he was a bit of a waste of time, wasn't he? But yeah, Bentner was all right as well, wasn't he? Bentner was he was all right. He wasn't too bad. He wasn't a great player, but he was not by no means the worst player. Can I just say as well, you're talking about moderators. I don't know whether you can do. I need to actually get some moderators in this chat. I don't know. Are you talking about your channel, Justice, or obviously I don't, because obviously I'm new to YouTube, so I haven't actually. I need to make some moderators. Yeah, I need to get some moderators. I don't know whether anyone could advise me on that, how to do it. I just heard that Robbie's dad, but wow, yeah, that's sad, like, listen, everyone's losing family left, right and center. Hopefully it wasn't to do with this virus. I know he's pretty sick, wasn't he? But yeah, hopefully that wasn't to do with this virus. Amar says the season won't be completed. Do you know, I'm not so sure, I think they're trying to they're trying to clutch at straws, aren't they, to get this season finished. Listen, I would prefer it if it was void, to be quite honest with you, because listen, we could come out of it quite good. Devon Destroyer is in the chat. Evening, afternoon to you. You're saying good, get the season done. Alpha Trader, you googled it and they just came up. Omar saying Ozil is the most overrated player. Yeah, afternoon to you, Steve. Have a good shift at work, mate, and thanks for your contribution. Steve saying Ozil. Yeah. Is he off in the transfer window? Says Devon Destroy. Do you know what? I'm not sure that Ozil is off. I don't actually think. I don't think he's off. I think it's just, listen, he's going to be sticking around, isn't he? Why would he go? He's on 350 grand a week. Yeah, Omar, listen, I agree, mate. I agree, but careful because, his fan club will be after us, Evening to you, Grant. Yes, he did. Wow. Alpha Track, you're saying Jack Wilshere. Wow. Do you know what? I'm not so sure, I rated Jack Wilshere. Listen, he was Arsenal through and through. He was, no, listen, thing with Jack Wilshere as well, he was blighted by injury at his Arsenal career. You're saying Laurent Koscielny. See, Laurent Koscielny was good. He wasn't good enough to take us to the next level, but he was a decent player. He sort of marred his career over a little bit. With the way he left the club, with what he'd done with the shirts, with the Arsenal shirt, and then he took it off and there was a Bordeaux shirt underneath, which is, yeah, I kind of didn't like that. Do you know what? Every one of you guys is saying Ozil and Bellerin. See, I'm not so sure. Listen, when he's not doing stupid things on Instagram, I don't think he's the worst player. I'd say Xhaka. Do you know what? Xhaka could be up there as well. Xhaka could be there. Morning to you, Chadwick. Hope you're well, mate. Glad you made it onto the stream. I seen your comment yesterday saying that you missed my stream again, but glad you made it on, my friend. Olivier Giroud. Do you know what? Olivier Giroud, though, he got us some mad goals. He got us some important goals. He wasn't great as a footballer, but he would certainly know how to hold the ball up. Oh, Omar's throwing Lacazette in there. This season, yeah, Lacazette's been shit, but I wouldn't say he's the worst player. Yeah, Walcott was overrated. Omar was saying Walcott's overrated. Do you know the thing with Walcott as well, though? Walcott, he a lot of people rated him because he had pace, but yeah, he wasn't. he wasn't. He wasn't that. He wasn't that great, to be quite honest. Walcott. Oh, you're saying Joel Campbell. Do you know what? He never really got a chance, though, did he, at Arsenal? Never really got a chance. Alpha Training said there's a lot because there's so many over there. Do you know what, mate? You are not wrong. Absolutely not wrong at all. Listen, that's just. Do you know what? When you think about it, it just goes to show how bad we were mismanaged. It just goes to show how bad that Arsene Wenger and Ivan Gazidis mismanaged us. Definitely not, mate. No one's going nowhere, are they? Definitely not. Oh, is Lee doing a stream as well? Is he, Omar? Do you know what I thought? Because I seen the last couple of days. I seen the last couple of days that Lee usually ends his stream about 3 o'clock. But is he doing his FIFA stream? Is he? I'll have to when I'm done here, I'll have to pop on and check that out. But yeah, I tried to get it at a time that I tried to get it at a time that nobody else is doing a stream, because I realized a lot of you guys who are subscribed to me are also subscribed to his channel as well, and I don't like that. I don't like to be there an overlap, just out of respect, for him and his channel and that. So yeah, that's glad that you can flick through the two. Gibbs now playing Championship West Brom. I rated Gibbs, though. I really did rate him as a player. I thought he was decent. Chadwick Moffat. Chadwick says, "What's the most thing I miss? What's the most thing I miss out of shop or business?" I'm going to be honest. The most thing I'm missing at the moment is football. I have to be honest and say it's football. Even though we're not doing great at the moment, it's just just give anything to see a live game of football. None of this Arsenal Reloaded shit. Do you know what I mean? I just want to see a live game of football, and I'd have to say that's what I'm missing. Other than that, they shut all the McDonald's, so I can't even get a Big Mac. So I'd have to say, yeah, the McDonald's is probably a second, and then the pub. Not having the pubs open. Actually, I'll put the pubs in second place. Actually, put the McDonald's down in third, because yeah, I wish that the pubs are open. Good comment, Steve. So Steve's saying that Özil is Lacazette's biggest problem because he's getting no service. Do you know, I agree with that, and I think that's fair to say with most of our strikers. Maybe with the exception of Aubameyang, because he does make things happen. But yeah, Özil is a luxury player, and we can't afford to have luxury players, and he's not even that luxury if we're being brutally honest, because he is crap. He is total shit. The quicker that guy leaves the club, it's going to be better for all of us as Arsenal fans. And quicker he leaves the club, his fan base can leave as well. And the world and football and Arsenal will be a better place. Um, I guess that's not your real name, Alexis Sanchez. You're saying Lacazette. Wow. See, I don't know about Lacazette. I don't think he's the worst player. Do subscribe if you're new as well. Please hit that subscribe button. Also, go and smash the like button as well. Everybody in the chat or everybody who's watching, go and smash the like button. Also, as well, I just want to slightly off topic, but I've noticed a little bit as well that it's really important that you guys watch these. If you're watching these back, watch. It's important that you guys watch the whole stream. I'd really appreciate it. That helps get the channel noticed as well, because I know that YouTube goes on watch time, and the more watch time my channel gets, the more the channel gets out there, along with the likes. And also my recorded videos, my pre-recorded videos, please go and watch them all, and listen, I know like the first couple that I did when I first started, they weren't great, but I'd really appreciate it if you could watch them all through, and just to boost the channel up a bit more as well, which gets it noticed. I'd really appreciate that. And yeah, keep banging the like button, because that also helps. Let's see what's. Afternoon to you, Liam. Hope you're all right, mate. Hope you're doing good. Take care, Steve. Have a good shift at work, mate. Thanks for joining. So Alpha Trainer says Granit Xhaka is your top one, mate. You've listed like half the team, and I know we've been shit, and you're probably right that half the team is shit. But yeah, mate, you've listed half the team, so fair play to you. Grant says, "Who is my dream manager?" Oh, that's an interesting one. I'm not so sure. I would have taken Klopp. Listen, he's done a fantastic job at Liverpool, and would he have done the same at Arsenal, given the ownership who we've got? I'm not so sure. But listen, I'm gonna have to have a little think of that. There's so many great managers. I think I'd have to say Pep Guardiola. I really could. You imagine Pep at Arsenal? That would be amazing, wouldn't it? Pep at Arsenal. The problem with Pep as well, and I always raise the question with Pep, is can he do it without money? Not saying you need I know like teams have been successful without money, but Pep Guardiola, if he hasn't got money, has he? I don't think it works. So I'd like to see him maybe come to somewhere like Arsenal to try and do it with a shoestring budget, because he's done it everywhere he's been. He's always had money, and he obviously at Arsenal we ain't going to get much money. But the problem as well is Pep never manages two teams from the same league. I don't know whether you guys know that stat, but listen, Pep Guardiola, if you look at his whole career, he's never ever managed two teams from the same league. He's never ever gone, he'll always go somewhere different. He'll never manage two teams from the same league. Yeah, I'm with you, Omar. I miss football. I don't know, man. I have to laugh. Lacazette. I don't think Lacazette's too bad, Chadwick, fair play, mate. Big Macs are damn good. They are, mate. So Liam saying Bellerin is the most overrated. Grant was saying, what made me take on YouTube and what is my dream job? So I'll answer that. I'll answer that first. And yours is the police. So I listen. I am, as some of you know, that I used to go on to AFTV, and I enjoyed it. You know, I really enjoyed giving my opinion. I really enjoyed doing stuff with AFTV, and then I quickly realised that I sort of was only doing the fan cams, and I had an ambition to do more content, to do more stuff. But obviously AFTV have their own protocols and they have their own favorites. They have their own people who they like. So I decided to set up my own YouTube channel, and I had the idea of doing YouTube for quite some time, but never really had the confidence to do it up until now. Because listen, as you can probably tell, that when I first started YouTube, talking into a camera, I get I start talking, and then I get hit a mental blank, and I'm like, what do I say now? And then it just sounds complete garbage and sounds a bit shit. Hence why my first couple of videos probably aren't that great. But listen, since I've done YouTube as well, it's helped me to grow in confidence, and it's helped me to talk in front of a camera. I was watching a couple of my first videos to some videos now, and then to some of these live streams, and I'm just like, I can see that I've definitely improved. You know, I'm definitely used to talking to a camera. Listen, I love coming on and chatting to you guys about football and bringing you guys content. And like I said, I just want this channel to grow. My ambition, and I know it's not a very big ambition, but my ambition for this channel is to get it over 1,000 subscribers. If I get over 1,000 subscribers, I'll be happy. Anything after that is a bonus. I never envisioned doing this as a job, because obviously, it's hard to do YouTube as a job. It's incredibly hard. You've got to have a big following. That's why I have admiration for guys like Lee and bigger channels than myself. And also as well, not many people would watch a guy who like myself, who has a visual impairment. So it's I'm glad with the following that I've got at the moment, that you guys are enjoying the content. And that's what I was finding on, when I was going on to AFTV, that there'll be people out there who watch the my content and enjoyed it, but then there'd be a lot of people that didn't take my opinion seriously, because the fact that they just saw that I had a visual impairment. So they were just, a lot of people don't think, a lot of people have misconceptions of blind people. And listen, that's understandable when, not everybody will have come across a blind person. So a lot of people don't know how to react, or don't know what to do or to say. But yeah, that's mainly really why I wanted to get into YouTube, just to bring decent content. And listen, I know it's very basic at the moment, but the more this channel grows, the more content I'll bring to you. And I know it's I haven't got any of the flashy stuff like with the green screens and stuff, and I'm sort of limited to an extent to what I can bring to you in terms of YouTube content. But listen, I'm of the opinion that you don't need all that flashy stuff to bring content, as long as you come across well, and as long as you as long as you can carry yourself well, in terms of you can talk. And listen, all that flashy stuff is just a bonus. And some people might look for that in in a YouTube channel, but you know, I have to understand and accept that I am sort of limited in terms of what I can do. But having said that, that doesn't want me, you know, that's not going to stop me bringing you guys great content. Oh, so you only have 4Bs. Yeah, police is good. Listen, they got a hard job as well because they're getting so many cutbacks at the moment. Chadwick, I agree, mate. Yeah, Omar, that's my sort of issue as well. I don't think Pep can do it without money. Thanks, Omar. Really appreciate that. It, good morning to you, Melina. Hope you're well. And same to you, and same to everybody in the chat. Stay safe. Did he? Well, he's having a meltdown. He lost to. Wow, he lost to Cardiff in 3-1. Do you know what? I watch his FIFA streams, right, and I just sit there thinking it just makes me wish that I did have a bit more, you know, makes me wish that I could play FIFA, you know, just watching his streams is just absolutely hilarious. And I do have, you know, I do have light perception and dark perception. And I used to, when I was younger, I used to have a games console. And if I was really close to the TV, I'll be able to see sort of like the outlines and shapes and stuff. So I could play FIFA to a certain extent. A lot of you probably wouldn't know that because like when you look at me, you probably listen. My eyes are just listen. I've actually had people thinking I'm drunk as well, which I find hilarious because half the time I'm not drunk. But yeah, I used to play FIFA. I obviously I had to have help with the setting the games up and stuff, but actually the in games itself, because I had because I've got a bit of light perception in my left eye and a bit of dark, and then I've got a bit of colors. So yeah, if I was really close to the TV, I could see enough. But when I say really close to the TV, I'd have to literally be sort of practically with my face up against the screen. But that was, you know, like a long time ago. And now, like, my vision hasn't changed, so my vision is stable. What I've got, but I just found that other hobbies in life just took over, so I sort of gave it up, really. Um, do you know what? I wouldn't necessarily say I've got better listening skills. I think because I have to use my hearing more. Obviously, I can't use my eyes as much, but I have to use my hearing. I wouldn't say it's better than anybody else's, just because whereas you guys can see, you know, I have to sort of just home in on the hearing. Who's my favourite UK king? Do you know what, mate? None of them. I have no interest in the royal family whatsoever. Don't get the hype around the royal family. Later to you, Omar. Thanks for joining. What's my biggest regret? Do you know what? I'm not entirely sure. I think my biggest regret is having ideas and not following them through. So like I'd get an idea and then I'd sort of get get halfway down, you know, sort of planning my idea, and then I'd just lose interest and I'd come up with something else. And so yeah, I think it's just not sticking to it and not sort of, I wouldn't say I lacked working hard, but the thing is, I get bored very easily. I'll do something and then I'll do it for a while and like I get bored of it. But this YouTube channel, the one thing is the one thing that I'm actually really enjoying at the moment. So yeah, I'm really enjoying bringing you guys content. Evening to you, Gavin. To anybody who's new in the chat as well, because I've seen a lot of new people. If you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Would really appreciate that. Closing in on 300 subscribers. So let's see if I can get my channel over 300 subscribers, maybe before the lockdown is over. So yeah. So Gavin was saying, out of the young crop of players at Arsenal, who do I think will be here next year? Martinelli, Saka, Nelson, I think will be here. So Alpha says, keep the videos. Yeah, listen, I'm going to keep it. Keep the videos. Definitely, these live streams are going to be at 3:30 every day. But yeah, like I said, these streams are going to be every day at 3:30, and then I'm going to do the pre-recorded videos as well. Like I said, coming over this weekend, I'm also going to be dropping that my team of all time, because I know you guys missed the live stream that I did of that because YouTube was having a mare and StreamYard was having a mare. So I'm going to do that again. But yeah, it is difficult at the moment. It is difficult because there's no football. But listen, I'm going to do other content as well. Listen, I know my channel is mainly football based. But while there's no football, it's going to give me opportunities to do other content. So, you know, whatever you guys want, like especially in these streams, we can talk about films. We can talk about, you know, comedians, what comedians you guys like. I am still working on guests, but as you know, trying to get people to come on. I kind of hoped that people would have so much time on their hands they'd be able to come on my channel for a bit of a chat. But I'm still working on that. When I have news of that, I'll keep you guys updated. It's going to be a lot easier as well, because once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll be able to do the community tab. So I'd be able to keep you guys updated on there. At the moment, I'm having to do that off Twitter. Also, go and check out my Facebook page as well. I have got a Facebook page for this channel. Is The Blind Gooner, so go check that out. Also, go and check out my Twitter as well, which is at The Blind Gooner. Is the handle there. So go and check those out. That's where I'll be putting stuff out until I can get to 1,000 subscribers, and then I can start using the community page on my channel. I know they don't let you do that until you've got over 1,000 subscribers, as is the live streaming on mobile. I can't do that. So I'd quite like to do some stuff sort of like maybe when I'm out and about. Obviously at the moment you guys are getting a live stream and I'm just sat at my lounge table, so it's not very entertaining, and probably the scenery ain't great because all you're just seeing is a wall behind me. So yeah, I have got things planned for this channel. It's just the more the channel grows, the more these things will be implemented. So it really depends on people subscribing and checking out my content. That's why I said to you that it's so important that the watch time, I was looking at the average duration of people watching my pre-recorded videos is about 2 minutes, which a lot of my streams are like 40 to 45 minutes long, and a lot of my pre-recorded videos are like 10 to 15 to 20 minutes. So it is so important that if you guys could watch those videos all the way through. Also, as well, turn on your notifications so you get notified of when I'm going live or when I'm dropping a new video. If you've got them turned on YouTube and you've not got them turned on your iPhone or your device that you're using, you will not get those notifications. So it's so important that you guys do that. I'd really appreciate that. So Chadwick says he's been to the UK twice, stayed outside outside of London in Richmond. Chadwick, do you know what? There's lots of places in the UK. You don't have to confine yourself to London. Listen, I live in Devon, which is the southwest of the UK. It's nice here. I live about 20 minutes, half an hour away from the beach. So it's quite decent. The only thing is we don't always get the weather to go with it. But yeah, listen, hopefully you can come back to the UK soon. Evening to you, Zidane, mate. Hope you're well. How are you? Afternoon to you, Charlie, as well. Do I like any Star Wars films? You know what? I think I've seen about one Star Wars movie. And that was a long time ago, and I've completely forgotten. So yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say I'm a fan. What is my favorite American food dish? Do you know what? I love American food. Not necessarily healthy food, but when I go to the States, I eat. I like going to Popeyes, the chicken fast food chicken place. I like Denny's. Denny's is amazing, man. You can't beat their T-bone steak and eggs. So yeah, listen, I love American food. It's decent. All the unhealthy food, though, I have to say. So yeah, that's my the food that I like. Have a look here. So yeah, so I'm glad that you guys are all doing okay. Glad that hopefully you're all staying safe from this virus. Also, as well, I just want to quickly say, if I do go quiet, it's because I'm reading the chat. Obviously, as you guys know, I have to I use a screen reader, so I'm not intentionally going quiet. It's because I am sort of reading what you guys are saying. But yeah, listen, thank you to everybody who's watching in the chat. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate everybody watching in the chat. Like I said, these streams are taking off, since I've been doing these at 3:30, and it seems to be a relatively decent time for you guys to be tuning in. So thank you. So thank you very much for everybody who's been tuning in. And also let me know what content you guys would like to see from me as well. Obviously, if I don't get to read it in the chat, put it down there in the comments. I do read all of the comments. I will make a point of going to reply. I will make a point of going to reply to your comments. So I don't think that they go unnoticed and unread. So yeah, let me know what content you guys would like to see. Currently 7 people watching, which is great. You know, I'm really sorry about that, guys. Getting a messenger call, but yeah, I'm really glad that you guys are enjoying the streams. And like I say, leave it all in the comments after this stream finishes. Leave it all in the comments down below. There we go, guys. That's it. I'm going to end the stream now. Thank you to everybody who's taken part. Thank you to all of your suggestions as well with the overrated player. Great suggestions there. Great suggestions, and hopefully, you know, we can get some decent players in, and we'll be talking about legends rather than overrated players. Remember to subscribe. Please subscribe. That's really important, and share the channel around. Also, go and check out my social media pages. The Blind Gooner, which is over there on Facebook, and then my Twitter. I know some of you are already following me on Twitter, which is @TheBlindGooner. You should be able to find it there. And please put a like on this video. That's really important too. And remember, guys, what I said about the watch time. That's really important, because that does get the channel, and it boosts it. It gets more people. It gets it visible to more people. Until tomorrow at 3:30, all have a great day, and thanks for tuning in. Take care, guys.